Hi guys. Today I have a little channel message for you, and this one, the messages started to come in, but as the energy followed, I felt drained and depleted and heavy in my body. So I am going to go out on a limb here and say that you probably feel the same. I'm hearing the terms stricken with grief, and grief has been definitely coming up a lot in some of my other channeled messages, so it's coming up for a reason. There's a lot of grief, and grief happens in many different ways, but regardless of what you are experiencing, remember, grief can still come from, losing a friendship or losing something, period, that you wanted, right? Grieving what is no longer. Grieving what was lost is what I'm hearing. So there's a lot of grief that's happening out there in the collective, and the pain is pretty intense. It's pretty intense, pretty heavy. And so that's the reason why I don't have a lot of energy in this reading, is because I feel like there are not enough deep breaths that I could take, okay? What I heard originally that started this message off was deconstructing the yellow brick road. You believe that this yellow brick road, this fantasy, is reality. You believe that something that does not exist is reality. And this isn't in a negative or derogatory way, but it's just to say that the things that you've been taught, the things that you have read in books, the things that you have been conditioned to believe your entire life, since childhood, since you were a young little one, those things aren't real. And I feel like Spirit is coming through really strong to remind you of this. I'm also hearing crystal children. I can't remember the full definition, but there's like a couple different types of these like waves of souls. There's indigo children, rainbow children, and crystal children, I believe. I'm hearing crystal children. I don't know if this aligns with like a generational type thing, but I'm really feeling like a heavy like millennial vibe here with this too. But I'm hearing crystal children. And I'm also hearing that this group of you were the quote-unquote forgotten ones, which is why I think this is giving very much millennial. You were the forgotten ones, in between two dimensions, in between two realms, unsure of how to proceed. Okay? Stuck in a place that feels like the in-between, that feels like liminal space, where no matter if you reach forward or if you reach back, you reach up, you reach down, you reach left, you reach right, it doesn't matter. You're still too far away from every option, is what this feels like. I feel like we are, again, like deconstructing a lot of our old beliefs, old patterning, and things that we have been conditioned to believe. I think there's a lot of fantasy elements to the things that we believe nowadays. I can't get away from that feeling, is that there's such a fantastical element to the things that we believe. And I think that if you're watching this, you probably have some, kind of wild, outdated view of what actually is happening in the world around you. And it's not because you're delusional, again, in a negative way, but it's that you were taught so many things that you're now realizing, deconstructing, aren't true and weren't true. Like, what's coming up for me is that you're not alone. Like, you're not the only one dealing with whatever it is that you're dealing with. You are not the only one struggling. You are not the only one hurting. You're not the only one who is worried about bills or worried about rent or worried about whatever. You're not the only one that feels as though they are in a world in which they do not belong in. And going back to the whole, like, the forgotten ones, like, y'all really were the forgotten ones. I feel like you were the ones that people overlooked, that people didn't think twice about. The emotions are just like surging through my fucking chest. But I'm hearing that those of you who feel like that, you guys are the ones who deserve the most recognition. Because it is one thing to, you know, rise up to the occasion when that is kind of like available to you. You know, you start at the front line. You start at the starting line. But it is another thing entirely to essentially find your way out of the darkness before you even get a chance to start. That those of you who feel like you are the forgotten ones, who maybe resonate with being crystal children, so I'm seeing a lot of purple, a lot of indigo. You have beautiful, brilliant gifts. And you do not think that they are beautiful. You do not think that they are worth anything because they don't align to your yellow brick road. They don't align to what, you know, you were told that you should believe, to what things should look like or what have you. You feel like an alien in this world. But your gifts are so unique, and they are, especially with the purple, the indigo, this is all crown chakra, third eye chakra. You're talking clairvoyance, you're talking claircognizance, you're talking being a clear channel for spirit. It's giving very Aquarius energy, I'll say that for sure. But you are someone who has access to a place that many people struggle to find their way in and out of. You have access to the liminal space. You have access to the astral realm. Like, some of you, honestly, what I'm feeling is like, if you, like, I don't know how I feel about this entirely as to if, you know, it's like, I can't tell if it's something that you have here right now on this earth, like in this incarnation, or if it's something your higher self can do and has possession over, or whatever you want to call it. I can't tell, but I will say that I am hearing something about telepathy. Like, you know, going back to like the clairvoyance type of thing, right? Where it's almost like you might be seeing things before they're happening, or maybe it's happening in your dreams, which was also in a previous message I did, where something is happening in your dreams and then in real life it's happening the following day or the following week, right? I feel like you guys have such strong minds. That's what makes you powerful. That's what makes you brilliant. And that your gifts and abilities do not lie in what you can produce in the services, if you will, that you can provide to other people. Your gifts and abilities lie in your energy. Something else that I heard earlier when I started to get this message was that vibration is the key to success. Clear your energy over and over and over and over again right now. You guys are sensitive beings. You are so sensitive. And you are going to pick up everything and anything around you, okay? And right now we're in a time where, unfortunately, the evil eye, getting the eye, is rampant right now, okay? It's rampant. I've gotten it so many times the past, like, 2-3 months alone. And then I just had it again last night, and I had to remove it from myself. If you cannot clear it from you, have someone else clear it for you, okay? Signs that you may have it are going to be like a splitting headache. What happens for me is that it genuinely feels as if I am getting a live action lobotomy. That's what it feels like for me. It'll start behind my eye here on my left, and then feels like there is truly a needle going straight through, like even through my jaw. My jaw will start to hurt too sometimes. I'll get this pain in the back and the front of my entire head. So that's one thing. If you all of a sudden have this surge of emotions that you're like, I would never normally feel like this, you know, like this all of a sudden, like wave of depression or anxiety, but realistically, you were fine 5 minutes ago. Another thing that could be happening, yawning a lot. If you're yawning a lot, you probably have the eye, okay? And so, which reminds me, I had a latte, which I shouldn't because, you know, it's late, but whatever. It's a snickerdoodle latte, okay? It's delicious. But yeah, so these are some signs that I would look out for. But I feel like you guys are really needing to make this a practice because of how sensitive that you are. And I'm also hearing that your time is coming. Your time is coming where the things that you are capable of doing, a lot of you who I'm talking to, like, my collective is not just average, regular ass people, okay? My collective is not fucking muggles. My collective, you guys are beautiful, powerful, energetic healers, psychics, intuitives, empaths. You guys are so in tune and so smart and so wonderful and so beautiful. You guys are so incredible, okay? And I feel like that's the reason why we get to start implementing some structure here to your spiritual practices or to your day-to-day grounding, clearing, protecting, okay? I say this all the time, and I feel like it's the number one thing that just goes overlooked, is that we should, in some way, shape, or form, be grounding our energy, clearing our energy, protecting our energy, and that we should also be probably protecting and clearing our homes. If you need your house cleared or warded, let a girl know. You can email me. I do house clearings on Zoom all the time. It's something that is just so needed to keep our spaces like pristine, right? Especially when you are the type of people that you guys are. Clear your house, clear your energy, clear your body, get some Florida water, carry around some crystals. And then again, going back to what I was saying before, which is that vibration is where you will find success. Vibration is the key to success, okay? So vibration is like tuning forks, or if you do Reiki, or if there's like sound bowl healing type things, like all of that type of energy there. I want you guys to focus on that, because it's almost like what they're showing me is it's like this dense, like dried out, like packed on soil kind of. And then the vibration is what, like, I know that sounds wild, but like that's what I feel like. The vibration is that thing that like lifts it off and like cakes it off. Or like if you've ever seen those commercials where they're like dish soap or just dish detergent, and they soak the pan in the hot water and they show how it just like lifts off of the pan, like it draws it away from the edges and yada yada, right? 13:13 when I just looked at the timer. That's what I'm feeling. Like that's genuinely what I'm feeling, is that the vibration is going to be able to do that. I would highly encourage you to search this up on any social media platform, but YouTube will have obviously the longest videos for that. Sound bowl healings. Sound bowl healings. Vibration and sound are so important. And for some of you, I'm hearing what you need it for specifically is your vagus nerve. Going back to the grief that everyone's been experiencing, right? Going back to the grief. And vibration, sound, affects the vagus nerve, which directly helps with our nervous system, with removing ourselves from fight or flight, which obviously, again, inevitable when we're in so much grief, when we're in so much pain, anxiety, worry, fear, right? So my crystal children, maybe even my millennials, my gifted little souls, your time is coming, is what I'm hearing. There is going to be an influx, a deep need, this desperate need even, is what I'm feeling, for people who can do what you do. Now, I feel like I'm talking to a lot of y'all who also have perfectionist tendencies. You don't need to be the best at everything. You don't need to be the best at whatever it is that you do. Tarot cards, energy healing, whatever, right? You don't need to be the best. You just need to do the best you can do. and to bring that quality, that integrity, that genuine, authentic nature to your work. But there is going to be a increasing need. Excuse me, again. I always like burp and clear, like through burping or like hiccuping. But there is going to be this increased need for people like you. And your energy is the gift. I know that doesn't translate over to capitalism, to the 3D world, but your energy is the gift. You are brilliant and beautiful energetically. And by stepping into a room, you move mountains for other people. You are shifting other people. You bring a joy, this blissful energy, this happy, lovely, like unconditional love type of energy, okay? Train passing by. To me, this is incoming. It's incoming. It's coming in for you. Like, this is relevant, okay? If you're sitting here right now watching this, it's for you, all right? Train for me, incoming. Expect this incoming, okay? I'm hearing this could be within the next 3 months, because that has come through a lot for me too. Within the next 3 months, there's been a lot of stuff coming up. 3 months. So for me, when this started, this was back in like December, I started hearing that. So I've been aiming this somewhere around March. March will probably be the space where a lot of these things start to come to fruition, okay? I love you guys so much. Like, the time is coming for people like you. You are not forgotten. You are beautiful, powerful. You are amazing. You are worthy. You are abundant, okay? Your gift is your energy. So make sure that you are protecting, that you are clearing, that you are grounding, because the greatest gift that you have is what is inside of you, not what you can do for others, okay? I love you so much. I really hope this resonates, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.